maybe this hasn't happened yet, but probably not. So, I mean, either this has happened yet or it's about to happen. I'll just speak in terms of if it is about to happen. What is something is about to happen in your life where you're gonna have to make a bad situation good. It's gonna be something's gonna happen where you're gonna have to make. So here you see the Two of Swords. You're gonna have a lot of indecision about something in your life, and it's gonna be something that you're gonna have to think of maybe at the last minute. Like, for example, maybe if a loved one suddenly passed away, especially if it was unplanned, you're gonna need to make a quick decision. I feel like some of you really are not good with making decisions, or you make decisions and then you easily second guess them. So go with your gut instinct on that first decision that will come up. And at the same time, though, while you're going through that, whatever this like emergency situation or bad incident is, you're gonna need to have indecision about it. But I think you will make the right decision, and other people will honor that decision that you make. Actually, and I know I said make a quick decision. Actually, scratch that. You don't want to be impulsive about it. I don't know why I was saying that. So you'll want to actually take some time to really think about everything and not be impulsive. Okay. You're not gonna want to get opinions from other people. Don't make a decision just because other people are giving you input. Make a decision because you think it is the right decision for you and whoever else is involved. What you feel, what you think is the best decision. And other people, at first, if they don't agree with you, they will eventually, or else the people that matter, hopefully will be okay with this decision that you have to make. But don't be impulsive about it. And allow yourself to still grieve in the process of everything going on. And that could be like grieving a loved one that's passed, like I said. It could be grieving the loss of a job. Maybe you lost a job, or you switched jobs to something that's more either financially stable or allows you to be with family more. And it could even be something where you're not as much in a manager type position. If that's like the case where it's work related like that. But it will be, you can grieve that old job and the old co-workers you had, or the old position you had, but ultimately it will be a good decision. Again, like, the Tower card is here, but I feel like you'll make the best of the situation. You'll pull out of it, okay? Just make sure you have to be in your own thoughts. Don't take on thoughts of everybody else. Sorry, when I'm doing these, I always feel like I have to drag out what I'm saying, because whenever I think of people getting tarot readings, I feel like people are very descriptive about this is the points that the cards are saying and that spirit is trying to say. There's a bad situation, you're gonna make it good. Just make sure you have time to yourself, whether it involves family, whether it involves work. What other examples could be? Oh, well, let me get back to the work one. Yeah, so if it is something like within the same company, just a different position, maybe you're stepping down into a different position. If you've really thought about it and aren't making just a rash decision, then that means that this is a good decision for you, and other people will honor it. The decision, you will make the correct one. It will, either way, whatever it is, will make you at least slightly more stable and secure in yourself, and trusting yourself in your decision-making process. I'm trying to think, work related. If you're in a relationship that isn't going well and you've thought about it for a while, maybe it is going well, but then maybe somebody cheats, because also the Ace of Wands reverse, which could signify cheating. If that's the case, then you'll find somebody else. You don't need to be in that situation, for sure. It'll be hard, but you'll be just you were a baby, maybe you passed away as a baby. I could just be saying in general that in this lifetime you need to connect more to your inner self instead of trying to please other people around you. Alright, and this is Uriel, by the way, Archangel Uriel. Uriel. People say it differently. Hope you enjoyed deck 1. You can listen to the other ones if you like. Deck 2, hello, deck 2. These will be for later. Let's see what these are. Interesting when these are together, but they're like opposite. Oh gosh, wow. These 3 major arcana cards in the reverse too. Okay, so this is kind of a long shot. This deck reminds me of my dad, actually, in a way. My dad, at least he used to have a gambling addiction, and I just feel like some of you out there, if you're going through either addiction or just a lot of emotional turmoil, that it's really going to catch up to you this month. And for whatever that is, you need to really go to therapy or find a group of people who have I'm thinking of like AA or Gambling Anonymous, things like that. Some of you really need to reach out to a group of people, or like therapy group, or like addiction counseling, just therapy in general. Because again, it's just things are gonna really hit you hard for this month. We have both of these together, which is crazy because they can sometimes mean the same thing with the Wheel of Fortune being reversed. It's about the ending of a cycle. We have death, and it's about regeneration, starting a new cycle. So this could be about, for those of you who are having addiction or having a lot of like mental turmoil, emotional turmoil, that you will be able to turn a new leaf. But you can't be afraid of this new beginning that could happen, or that needs to happen. And you'll have to grieve that old part of yourself, or the current part of yourself, I guess. But you have to pick and choose your battles, because you're not gonna be you're not in an emotionally good place. And if you think you are, you probably aren't as much as you think you are, okay? You need to be able to turn this new leaf in your life and pick your battles, where you gotta stop fighting this back and forth. More, I think it's more so between yourself, this back and forth that you're having. In your life, could even be about somebody else too. Maybe, you're with somebody and this is just saying you need to end that right now because it's draining you, and you have a community of people that are there to support you, if that is the case. And it's interesting that we have the Nine of Pentacles here. I think that's just reminding you that you already have everything that you need to survive. I think some of you have trouble with like irrational thinking or thinking. I just keep feeling like addiction and fear through this. Like, just remember, you already have everything that you need. If you have basic things like food, shelter, and water, and also a community of people, whether you know them or it's just, random people you meet, like, again, therapy, counseling, anything like that. There are people that this is either going to be you, or if the other person is who has more of the feminine energy, but one of you is going to really have a lot of feminine, nurturing energy, and it would be a really good, strong connection. But at the same time, whether it's you or the other person, maybe, okay, I'll say this, the other person maybe isn't going to be very romantic, while the other person is more nurturing. So there's going to be some imbalance in that, but since the Lover's card is upright, it should be okay. The Moon is about, sadness, fear. I think a lot of you are really have walls put up about getting into a new relationship, and so maybe you'll meet somebody, or maybe this could even be the Night Comes Reverse could be about you not feeling like you're ready for a relationship, or that you're worthy of a relationship, and so you're not judging the situation, obviously, very good, and so you're trying to ease your way into it, and that's okay. You can ease your way into dating or into a relationship, but don't think you don't have the resources, because you do. Don't think you don't have enough money or security or stability, or that you're not a good partner because of XYZ. If that really is true, you are able to work on it, because this is a really good connection. You don't want to mess it up. But I think a lot of you have good qualities. You're just having a lot of fear and doubt in yourselves, and you're scared of commitment, or you're scared of letting the other person down. You're scared of your previous relationship affecting your current one, like the things that happened. You gotta let those insecurities go, and you gotta nurture this relationship that could potentially happen. You have to open yourself up, and again, it's okay to, slowly progress yourself into things, but please do not, allow it to completely halt you finding potential, love, or a connection. I'm not even saying it has to last forever, and don't be scared of that either. Don't always go into things being like, this absolutely has to be forever, my forever person. You'll learn and grow from relationships, and sometimes you don't know unless you try. If this reading, if it is for people who are already in a relationship, I don't see any breakups happening, but maybe the spark has been lost a little bit, and things have slowed down, and maybe now, those fears that you've had from relationships start to creep in more now, because you're used to the chaos, or you're used to things being fun and extravagant, but you're like, oh, things have settled down now. Or like, for example, oh, we've moved in together, but what if like one of us loses our jobs, and what if like we just don't work well living together, and what if this and that? You gotta stop judging the other person and or yourself. Allow the relationship to continue to pan out, but don't get too much in your head about it. And this could be, again, about the other person as well. I don't really feel anything else other than a relationship for this one, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And then for the oracle cards, finances. Yeah, so I think some of you are scared, maybe. King of Pentacles is reverse, so finances. And this could relate to a past life where you didn't have enough money, or you, for example, gambled away all your money and put everybody in debt. So maybe that translates into this life because you're worried about how things will work financially with your what is it,